back in the shop, working on the race car. You guys saw me yesterday. I got the body kind of mounted on the chassis. Brr, cold in here. My heat's still not working. Anyways, working on the, I'm just gonna start calling it a Roadster because it's basically what it is. It's a Roadster with coupe doors on it. You can see it's so cold, it's snowing in the shop. What I'm doing is I just grabbed my little whiz wheel, my little roll-off. I'm starting to clean the paint off of the areas that I'm gonna cut to remove the top 2, 3, 4 inches, whatever it ends up being on the body. The reason why I'm removing that part of it is because it looks like doo-doo, and I don't want it to. I want it to look like a badass race car. So what I ended up doing, just to make sure things stay in place, I still haven't got the back 2 body mounts on because I just heat and bent them, used the torch. They're red hot, so they're over on my table. They're just cooling off, so I figured I'd just keep the ball rolling. My propane tank just ran out of propane. That's why it's cold. So again, I'm just trying to stay moving. What I just did was I took a 3-inch or a 4-inch cut-off disc. I marked a radius behind the A pillar at the post. Same thing on the driver's side. I grabbed a roll lock. I started going through the Bondo. The reason why I'm doing that is I don't know if my plasma cutter will cut through the Bondo. I'm gonna cut through the outside of it with my plasma cutter. There will be places that it doesn't reach, so I'll use my Sawzall to finish like the inside cuts. Gonna go around all the way, just around the whole top of the body. So I'm gonna continue on the driver's side, removing all of the Bondo. So let's go over there and we'll finish that up. Then we're gonna jump right into the plasma cutter. I'm gonna pull off the door handles. I ended up welding the doors shut in a couple of places, just temporarily for now, just to keep things in alignment. So yeah, we're just gonna do that, and then we're gonna cut the top of this body off. See what it looks like. Wow. Wow. Bob Blomberg built this. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I guess he built it. So originally this car was a hot rod in the 1950s. This car belonged to a kid at the time. His name was Bob Blomberg, or Robert Blomberg. I believe he lived originally in Natick, Mass, and he moved to Marlborough. I have all the documentation on this car when it was a coupe. It had a flat head with a 3-speed. It was a side shift 3-speed, so it was a 3 on the tree. The entire drivetrain was out of a 46 to 48 Ford. The reason why I know that is because this body was channeled over a 46 to 48 Ford frame. It was kind of ugly, I'm not gonna lie. The way the car was built was beautiful. The flathead was red, motor transmission was red, body was blue. It had a lot of different variations on hubcaps. It had 15-inch wheels, stands like pedestal mount headlights, which I have. It had all 4 fenders on it. Again, it was an unchopped coupe. It was blue, white. It had a blue firewall, white Naugahyde on the grill shell. The grill shell is a 32 truck pickup truck grill shell that was cut down. I have that. I'm going to be running that on the car as well. So I have the whole documentation. So there, at the end of this video, I'm going to post up all the photos I have of the car that I got from his son Jeff. Originally, I had planned on building this car. I thought maybe one day I'd find a roof. I'd be able to put a roof back on it, a full set of coupe doors. It just never happened. I built other cars, and I just never got around to putting in the time to build this, to put it back together as an unchopped Model A coupe. A super heavy channel. It had like an 8-inch channel. You guys will totally dig the photos. There's photos floating around on Facebook. They have been for years since I posted them up. So you might recognize a few of them that I posted at the end of the video. In 1978 or 79, Bob had big plans for this car, and he wanted to make it a roadster. And I have all of his pencil sketches of what he wanted it to look like. And then he did what he did, cut the roof off, the windshield, the whole bit, roadster windshield and everything. So I have all the photos. His daughter's name was Deborah, his oldest daughter. Her name is actually on the door. I have the upholstery. Like, I have so many parts that came with this car that I'm going to use on another car that I'll build in the future. But again, I didn't get to build this car into a street car. I figured I needed to do something with it. I tried selling it for years and nobody had any interest in it for the price that I wanted, with all the parts and everything that were gonna go with it. So that being said, it sat on a shelf. I got tired of looking at it. I wanted the space, so I figured I'd build something out of it. Here we are. All right, let's continue. Handles off real quick. And it's getting cold in here, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get what I can cut off the top, and then I'm gonna call it a day. So, well, I haven't really been out here that long, to be completely honest. It's Sunday, and I had my chores to do, and spent time with my mom. It's supposed to come off! Come on! I just don't want the plasma cutter to bump that, so that's good enough, I guess. Just gonna do the other side real quick. Ooh, brass screws. Bob was fancy. Brass screws and everything. Bob was a high roller. Highfalutin. Rootin', tootin', highfalutin. Alright. Yeah. Alright, let me go grab the plasma cutter. And I'm going to do my best I can with that. And then, like I said, I'm just gonna run it right down. Right across. And be done with it. Like I said, there's some internal structure here, same as on the other side, the B pillars and then the A pillars, plus obviously the inside of the door. Probably won't be able to do the door till after the fact, but I'll grab either my large cutoff wheel or my Sawzall, and I'll get the internal structure that this won't go through, from the outside at least. It'll go through it, but not just one clean pass on the outside. So much better without that top piece. Grab my cut-off wheel and my Sawzall. I think I can do most of it with the cutoff. so much better. Just need to get rid of this. You're ruining it. Can't believe you just did that. The door handle doesn't work anymore. What the hell? I hope that's solder. If it's lead, I'm gonna die. Don't eat it! If anyone needs that, let me know. Reach out. ThisOldHotRod.com. Used hot rod parts for sale. Where were we? Oh, that's right. I was cutting this off. I got it off. Yeah, I did. And there's some extra pieces in here I don't need. Bolts, nuts, things. All that's gonna go. But for now, we're just gonna keep it there. This B-pillar is gonna go, but I'm gonna leave it there for now because it's creating structure. Because I need structure in my life. If anybody needs this, let me know. Send a prepaid envelope with postage to This Old Hot Rod, and I will make sure you get these parts in a timely fashion. Deborah. That's what the car should be named. Deborah. Anybody needs this, let me know. Be a great addition to someone's car. That just shaved about 50 pounds cutting that stuff out. That's freaking amazing. Made a little bit of a mess. That's okay. Let's go for a walk. Alright, what do you think? So I'll get rid of all of this crapola right here. I only plan on driving this on nice days. I don't think I'll need the windows up. So I'll get rid of that. Well, that still works, so that's good. That'll stay. This for now will stay. That side there isn't that. I may just end up leaving these damn doors shut. Save myself a world of friggin' trouble. It's probably what's gonna happen. Man, it is smoky in here. I'm gonna go down, cut it around the hinges. Obviously, you need the hinge structure there, support. I don't know, I'll probably just leave the door handles on. What the hell at this point? I kind of wanna use this as a template to make one over there if I choose, or if I end up making the doors open or removable. Maybe just leave them welded shut like that. I don't want to cut corners, but I also don't want to be non-realistic and make tons of extra work for myself. Obviously, I'm going to clean up all the Bondo and fix what I need to fix. There's some issues here, but that'll just get body filler. I still need to narrow the body. I have not done that yet. I think it looks a lot better without that big like deck around the back of it, that collar. It's super low now, that's for sure. What a difference. Big difference. Made one little bad cut right there with my big cutoff wheel. So what I'm gonna end up doing, like I said before, I'm gonna put a piece of conduit around this, so I'll end up notching this out to accept the conduit. I'll go right over it or right over the top, and I'll get that all welded in place. I'm just gonna spot weld it like every inch or so, and then just seam seal it, fill it in with Bondo, make it look as good as it's gonna look. You see I already started cutting down here with the plasma torch. So I'll end up, like I said, getting rid of all that stuff, just going around the hinges. I'm gonna leave the dash rail because that's quite a bit of structure there. That's pretty much it. The body's pretty much gonna stay right the way it is now. Obviously I still have things ratcheted up. I got my mounts that I was making over here on the table, kind of a mess. But these are them here. They were hot. All right, they're better now. So what's gonna end up happening is I'm gonna do it similar to what I did on the front of the car. So if this were the rear sub rail of the car, it's square. But this is gonna end up going like this. And that is gonna get welded to that piece of plate. That plate is gonna get welded to the rear sub rail of the car. This will get tapped. This will end up getting drilled out larger, and this will just be a sleeve. This will be welded to the inside corner of the roll cage. Oh, not the roll cage, the rear of the car, like that. I'm a little bit short on the steam pipe, but I have extra up underneath here. This is just kind of sitting here for now. So I have enough extra on both ends to make another one of these, and that's pretty much all I'm missing. So I'll have one piece of thing there, one there, one there, one there. So that's gonna be it. And then I will be working on getting my handbrake and then my pedals set in place, get my throttle linkage built, get my rear brake built, get the brake lines done. Super rainy here this past week, and everything just rusted down here. It sucks. All right, well, that's gonna be it for me. Kind of a short day in the shop, but it was Sunday. I had other things to do, just life stuff. We'll see everybody on the next video, probably the Saturday before Christmas. That's gonna be the last video for me till probably the new year. I'm gonna take some time off. My son's coming home from Hawaii, him and his girlfriend. They've been living down there she's been there for a few years. He's been down there for almost a year now. So be a couple more videos, and then that'll be it for me for the end of the year. Wrap up the end of the year with maybe a couple giveaway videos. I got a few products that people have sent me. I said a while ago I didn't want to do any more product reviews, but I've had so many companies reach out to me to do product reviews, and 99% of them, they're just garbage. Basically, I'm telling every single company, I don't want money. I don't want compensation in any way. You want to do a discount, fine, do a discount. I'll put it out to my viewers. I want products. You send me one and then send me 2 more to give away. So I'm gonna have a bunch of giveaways coming up in the next probably 2 to 3 weeks. I would love to get some, before Christmas, but that's probably not gonna happen. So I may just do those for fill-ins. So I want you guys to end up with something for free for taking time to watch product videos. I'm just gonna add them into my regular video, and then I'll cut the video out afterwards and do like a separate plug video for that company that they can use for their advertising materials if that's what they decide to do. But I got a couple of rivet tools, some rib nut tools. I got 3 of those coming, 1 for me, 2 for you guys. But to be completely honest, I'm gonna give all 3 of them away because I already have one. So one of you guys will get one that's been open. And then I got a couple other products too that people are sending me. And again, just telling people, not gonna cost you a penny. Send me 3 tools. 1 for myself to do a review, and then the other 2 to give away. And so far, everybody's been pretty cool about that. And it's not gonna cost them a penny besides just a couple of tools. So, and again, I want you guys to benefit. Not so much me. I don't wanna benefit from it. I want you guys to benefit. So we'll see you guys soon. Take care. Peace.